Okay, so I'm here with my Mazda MX-3 V6 and I have a problem with the engine stalling all the time. I'm planning to change the fuel filter as a first step, and this is a Fram G7418 which I managed to get from a dealer for like $5 off, I think Amazon, $5. But then the other thing that I'm going to be replacing is over here. You can see this is the fuel pressure regulator. So this little thing I've ordered, comes as about $40. But anyway, so I had to remove the battery first, and then this plate, which is the battery sits on, is difficult to remove. I could not get it to remove. There's a bolt over there, down there, which I couldn't get to remove. If you can remove it, it might be easier. But so I just taped it up, put one of these ties on it and tied it up here so I can get in. As you can see, here's the fuel filter. I managed to release it from its housing, but there's no pipe, so it's difficult to move it even. But so now what I'm doing is I'm draining the oil, which doesn't seem to end up, but it looks like it's probably stopped now. But I disconnected it from this hose over here. Just released this clamp, and now I'm just draining the fuel, and then hopefully I'll be able to get to it and it won't spill too much oil, fuel I should say. So if you're doing this, make sure you have a couple of these plastic water bottles that you can then put into a tank like this. So there is this one nut you'll see over here, which I had to release, which I took away from this little casing. You can see I pushed it back over there to get the fuel filter out, which is really difficult so far. But I'm still draining. I think I'm almost done. Doesn't look like there's any more petrol fuel coming out, so I might be able to now release it and put the new one on. Let's see. Also, since my Mazda's 1993 only has 110,000 miles on it, it's still running good. But I just noticed over here there's a big crack in this mass airflow boot, so I have to get this whole part here replaced. It's $80, so I'm going to buy a new one. They don't manufacture them anymore, but I managed to get one off Auto Parts Way, I think it's called. So that's coming in the mail. So while I'm doing this job, I'll be able to complete these 3 jobs. Hopefully that's not a problem. Otherwise, also, in the car, I also released the seat, and that was easy. I didn't realize there's these little clips over here, which you just release, and then the seat comes off. And then if you lift this up, you can see that's where the fuel pump is, underneath the seat. And then I basically disconnected that white clutch, white snap thing there when I started the car, released it to try and release some of the fuel pressure. But it didn't seem to really work very well because there's still fuel flowing. But man, I have a love for this car. I can't let it go. So hopefully this is going to work. I think it's pretty much done. Let's see. I'm going to pull this out, and I don't see it dripping anymore. I'll pull this out. Yep, looks like it's stopped. That's the last little bit. Now I can get going to the next step. So now what I decided to do is use my light from my bicycle. What's that? There's a bug landed on my hand. And I've managed to get it out. Still dripping some fuel, but then you see there's a little clip over here. The silver thing that I need to release, so I can release it, but it's not much pipe to work with, so I've got to try and get that pipe to stay in there. I'm going to try and tie it and then see what happens. So I decided after to look up on the internet how to clamp off the hose. You need one of these tools You can see this clamping tool here, silver thing, to clamp that hose. Finally managed to pull it out, and I got it out. Here it is, the old one. And when it came out, it actually had all this black oil in it, so it's obviously not, it's pretty bad. So we're going to now put the new one back in. Okay, so this is the new fuel filter. It's Fram G7418. You can see it over here. Bought for $5 off, $5.04 off Amazon. That is special. And it comes with these little caps on it. You have to take them off. So try to do that while it's on there. Just take that off. And then on the bottom one, it also has one of these. Let's take it off. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And I'm going to put that one in. So I'm having a heck of a time trying to get it on. I had to try and move that clip back. You can see it's not on, it has to go about another ½ inch. Try to push it in. It's really tough. Anyway, I'm using this little light here on the side. You can see Schwinn from my bike connects nicely and stays in place. Alright, so I got it back on. Finally got on this little thing here that you push back. I can just show you. So this kind of comes out and you pulled it up, but now if you can see at the back, the clip is there. Let me get this off. Maybe you can see then. There's the clip. Clip is on. I probably could have done a little better job. Could have done a little better job of getting it closer, but I think it's pretty much tight now on. And I hope that those pliers did the trick. I mean, amazing. So now I've got to move that bracket back and put it back on the nut there. Put this thing on. I think we're good to go. And then disconnect put the battery back. I had to disconnect this thing here to help get in, and I'll put this thing back together as well. I've got it almost tightened. I have to get, it was really, these ridges on the oil filter have to fit in these ridges over here. There's a ridge. You can see it. Just sit there. So this was. So I'm just tightening it. And by the way, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just doing this out of fun. So now it's tightened on there. Now I'm just going to put the hose, this hose, move the clamp down, put it back on there, put it back on there, over here, and then we're good to go. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so after a lot of effort, I finally got the clamp back on there. So it's all good, ready to go, put everything back. And that's how to change the fuel filter on a Mazda MX-3 GS 1993. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped for those of you that have a Mazda.